I have watched founders hire someone that they really liked. They had great energy, great interview, great story, and then reality. I'm seeing something in real time across our portfolio. So we have 9 companies, and some are more established than others, and some of them are in full startup mode. And we're always recruiting, and it's not because of turnover, it's because growth changes the problems you'll see in your business. And this is where a lot of founders get sloppy with the story they tell themselves. So the story sounds responsible. We're growing, so we need to hire. But that's more like a headline. It's not really the truth. What I mean by a headline is that the thing you say is just one sentence. Oh, my business is busy. But busy could mean growth. Busy could mean chaos. Busy could mean nobody can make a decision without you. It's the same with we're growing. It might be true, and it can still tell you nothing about what seat is missing or what problem you're actually trying to solve. So if you hire off of a headline, you usually hire the wrong person for the wrong reason. So across our companies, the need to hire doesn't show up emotionally anymore. It shows up in patterns. Pattern number 1, problems boomerang right back to you. So you thought something was handled, but it wasn't. You delegated it and it came right back. That's not a busy season. That's weak ownership in a seat. Pattern number 2, it's the same issues keep repeating. Same customer complaints, same missed handoffs, same how is this still happening conversation. So if it repeats, it's either a missing seat or it's a seat with the wrong bar. Pattern number 3, your 90-day outcomes are at risk. So that means you have a clear plan, the goals are clear, but execution stalls unless you're the one to push it. Pattern number 4, standards slip when you're not in the room. Things look fine while you're watching, then they drift when you're not. And that drift is expensive. And it usually means nobody owns the standard. Pattern number 5, you're making decisions you shouldn't be making anymore. This one feels like being involved all the time. But if your calendar is where decisions go to get made, you're the bottleneck. You don't have a hiring problem, you have a clarity problem. And clarity starts with making the seat impossible to misunderstand. So before Sandbox, I ran a video marketing company, and our entire mantra was make the message impossible to misunderstand. It turns out hiring needs the exact same standard. Most hiring pain comes from one thing. The seat was never clearly defined. So a founder hires for a feeling. It's something like, I need help, or I need someone I can trust, I need an ops person. But that's not a seat, that's stress talking. A real seat answers this clearly. What do they own? Just one lane. What decisions do they make without you? And what outcomes move because they're here? What standards are they protecting? And what does great look like in 90 days? If you can't define the seat, don't post the job yet. You're not ready. I have watched founders hire someone that they really liked. They had great energy, great interview, great story, and then reality. So now I run every hire through 2 filters. Filter 1, what would be different in 90 days because this person is here? That is such an important question to answer. Not, I'll feel better or I'll have help, but real change. That looks like more sales, cleaner handoffs, faster fulfillment, fewer escalations, and less founder time on basic decisions. Filter number 2, will they protect the standards when I'm not there? This is the difference between a helper and a leader. If I have to chase them or remind them or re-clarify expectations or clean up behind them, then I didn't reduce weight, I just added it. So what I look for now isn't perfection, it's really ownership, it's clarity, judgment, truth. I love this question too. If you started on Monday, what would you want to understand in the first 2 weeks? This will tell me how they think. And one of my absolute favorites, if we're sitting here 90 days from now and you've crushed it, what does that look like? That question alone reveals whether they think in outcomes or just activity. Now here's the part that most founders miss. A lot of founders don't hire a bad person, they hire a solid person, and then they never set them up to win. So they don't define the outcomes clearly. They don't install scorecards. They don't clarify authority. They don't onboard with a structure. And they can't tell the difference between hiring the wrong person or actually hiring the right person, but with a weak start. And that is where leverage is built or lost. So here's the thing, hiring doesn't scale your business. Clarity does, ownership does, and standards do. And if you get the right seat before you ever post the job, hiring just becomes multiplication. So if this resonated, subscribe for more like this, because I'm documenting how we actually scale companies in real time, meaning the decisions, the installs, the mistakes, the leverage. And in the next video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how we onboard someone so that success is obvious and founder dependency actually drops. That's where most of this either works or collapses.